someone decides to speak up for you? It's like a storm rolling over a city you thought was calm. Suddenly, every head turns, every eye sharpens. They didn't expect it. You didn't expect it. And right there, in that heartbeat between silence and chaos, the game shifts. That person, the one who finally raised their voice, didn't just say your name. They threw a spotlight. They forced the room to see you. And now, oh now, the same room is scrambling, panic setting in, fingers twitching, eyes darting. They're hunting for proof, for evidence, for something tangible to erase what was said. It's almost beautiful, isn't it? Watching them fumble, watching them scramble, while the truth lingers in the air like smoke. Imagine it, every word that person said hanging like a neon sign above everyone's heads. The whispers start, the side glances, the murmurs, and suddenly, it's not just you, it's them. They're sweating, they're pacing, they're searching, frantically, desperately, for something that might undo the courage they just witnessed. And here's the kicker. You didn't even have to move. You didn't have to fight. You just existed. Someone else threw the punch for you. Someone else dared the room to notice. And now the tables have turned. Their panic is your power. Their chaos, your confirmation. Think about it for a second. The room, the environment, the so-called order that everyone pretends is real is fragile, breakable. One voice, one act of bravery, one undeniable statement, and suddenly the foundation trembles. No. Don't underestimate it. That trembling, that's your chance. That's your opening. That's the split second where fear becomes your tool. Where the people who doubted, who whispered behind your back, who built their little castles on the idea that silence keeps you invisible, they realize too late. The truth, once spoken, doesn't vanish just because someone's flailing to erase it. And let's not sugarcoat it. Panic is contagious. It spreads like wildfire in a room that thought it had control. Papers shuffle. Chairs scrape. People glance at their phones, desperate for validation, for receipts, for proof that the story can be rewritten. But some stories, some moments, can't be undone. That's what makes this all so intoxicating. That's what makes courage contagious. That's what makes you realize the energy of someone stepping forward for you. It's not just about support. It's a declaration. It's a challenge. And when the challenge is thrown, the reaction is chaos. Now imagine yourself watching this unfold, feeling it pulse through your chest. Their panic, your vindication, their desperation, your calm. It's almost cinematic, almost unreal. And yet here you are, part of it. Witness to the collapse of their fabricated control. Every frantic glance, every futile search for evidence, every stammered attempt to regain footing, it's fuel. It's a reminder that the world doesn't bend to fear. It bends to action, to boldness, to the simple, terrifying act of speaking truth in front of everyone. And that right there is your lesson. Because here's the harsh truth. People fear what they can't control. And when someone speaks for you, they strip that control away. The room shifts. Their strategy crumbles. Their secrets tremble. And you get to watch it all from the front row. You get to feel the rush, the exhilaration, The dark satisfaction of knowing that courage, real courage, is magnetic. It draws out panic, exposes weakness, and highlights strength in ways nothing else can. There's a certain poetry in it, isn't there? Now listen carefully, because this is where most people trip. Most people freeze when the spotlight lands on them. Most people panic when the chaos surrounds them. But not you. Not anymore. You see, the moment someone stood up for you, they didn't just defend you, they handed you a mirror. A mirror that reflects one undeniable truth. Your presence matters. Your worth is visible. Your power is real. And if you can feel it, if you can recognize it, then you don't need anyone else to fight for you again. You already have the spark. Here's the secret that no one tells you. Panic is temporary. Fear is loud. But courage echoes. It lingers. And when someone else steps forward for you, when they throw your name into the room and force the world to acknowledge it, that echo doesn't die with them. It bounces. It reverberates. It sets the stage for your next move. And this is the moment where you realize that strength isn't about controlling everything. Strength is about recognizing the chaos, leaning into it, and using it as fuel. Watch them. Watch the scramble for evidence, the frantic attempts to take back what was already said. Every flustered glance, every shaking hand, every desperate search, they're revealing the rules of the game without even knowing it. No. Don't just watch. Learn, study it. Every panic-stricken reaction is a map of their weaknesses, a guide to what holds power over them, a lesson in the subtle art of influence. The room isn't chaotic because of you. It's chaotic because the truth is alive, and it can't be contained. And now, you know where your advantage lies. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't just about surviving the moment. This is about thriving after it. Because when someone has the courage to speak for you, they've broken the invisible wall that kept you silent. They've given you permission to step forward. And once you take that step, once you claim that space, something extraordinary happens. The room shifts again. But this time, on your terms. The energy that once panicked them becomes your energy. The truth that once threatened them becomes your weapon. And every single person watching, everyone who doubted, everyone who hesitated, they see it. They feel it. They can't ignore it. And this is the lesson you carry forward. You don't have to fight alone, but you also don't have to hide behind others. Courage is contagious, yes, but it's also yours to claim. That voice that spoke for you, let it ignite your own. That moment of chaos, let it sharpen your instincts. That scramble for proof, let it remind you that the world can't erase what is already visible. There's a kind of dark poetry in that. The truth, once spoken, can't be stuffed back into silence. It's alive, and so are you. So the next time someone steps forward for you, don't just feel gratitude. Don't just feel relief. Feel power. Feel the surge of possibility. Analyze the panic. Learn from it, step into it, use it. And know this, the world trembles not because it's cruel, but because it's fragile. And when someone shows that fragility, when they panic in the face of truth, you can either cower or you can rise. And rising feels electric. Intoxicating even. Remember, the act of speaking up, defending, witnessing, it's not just a moment, it's a lesson. a tool, a reminder that courage is contagious, that chaos can be harnessed, and that strength often comes from the unpredictable, from the panic of others, from the raw honesty that they can't control. And when you understand this, when you truly understand it, nothing will ever make you doubt the value of your own presence again. So watch, learn, absorb the energy, feel it, and next time, step forward, speak out, or better yet, be ready to claim the space that someone else has carved out for you. The world will panic, the chaos will rise, and you will stand calm. And that, my friend, is the art of taking power without ever lifting a finger. And now, here's the finale. The part where most people choke, where most hearts pound and most minds run for cover. But not yours, not anymore, because you've seen it. You've watched the panic unfold. You've felt the tremor of truth shaking the room. You've learned the lesson the fearful were too blind to see. And now it's your turn to step into the chaos with eyes wide open, with a calm they can't touch, with a presence they can't erase. It's intoxicating, isn't it? Think about it. Every flustered glance, every desperate search for evidence, every stammering word, they all have one thing in common. They confirm that speaking truth, defending the silent, standing firm, is a force the world can't ignore. The walls you once thought impenetrable, they crumble when confronted. The authority they wielded so confidently, it shakes when exposed to courage. And you get to stand in the eye of that storm, untouched, observing, absorbing, learning. The panic isn't your enemy, it's your teacher, your guide, your confirmation. Isn't it funny? The same room that once ignored you, that whispered behind your back, that built stories on silence, now trembles because of one act of bravery. And what's more beautiful is this: you don't even need to raise your voice. You don't need to shout. You don't need to prove anything. The truth, once spoken, even by someone else, is unstoppable. It lingers, it moves, it shifts the balance. And that, my friend, is the power you now carry. Here's the final truth. Life is chaotic. People will panic. Moments will test you. Others will scramble for control, for proof, for power. But every time someone speaks up for you, every time someone breaks the silence, every time chaos erupts, you gain insight. You gain leverage. You gain perspective. And perspective is the ultimate weapon, because with it, you see the fear. You see the weakness. You see the cracks. And in seeing them, you can act calmly, intentionally, unshakably. So take a deep breath, look around, feel the energy. The world will panic, others will scramble, evidence will be sought, words will be dissected, and through it all, you will stand firm. Not because you're protected, not because you're hidden, but because you've learned the most dangerous, most exhilarating truth of all. Courage is contagious, chaos is illuminating, and power often comes quietly to those who watch, learn, and step forward when the moment is theirs. No. Don't waste it. Own it. This is your lesson, your opportunity, your call to action. Watch the panic. Feel the shift, harness the energy, and then rise. Not loudly, not violently, but undeniably, calmly, sharply, with precision. Let the world see the ripple that courage creates. Let them feel the tremor that truth sends through their fragile constructs. And know this: every act of bravery, every word spoken in your defense, every chaos-induced heartbeat is yours to claim. And when you claim it, when you fully step into that space, you're no longer just a bystander. You are a force. You are presence. You are proof that courage, true, unflinching, observed courage, is contagious, magnetic, and transformative. Now, take a moment and really feel it. The room is quiet again. The panic has passed. The scrambling slowed, but the energy lingers. That tremor you witnessed, it didn't vanish. It stays. It hums. It waits for the next move. And here's what most people miss. The moment someone speaks up for you, it's not just a favor, it's a spark. A spark that shows the world you exist, that shows you're alive, that shows you're worth noticing. And here's where it gets delicious. Every eye that doubted you, every whisper that questioned you, every hand that tried to hide the truth, they're watching now. They've seen courage in motion. They've felt the disruption. And you have a choice. You can let it fade, or you can step into it. You can let that spark grow into a fire they can't ignore. You can take the energy of someone else's bravery and turn it into your own unstoppable presence. Because here's the raw, dark truth. Power doesn't need permission. Influence doesn't need validation. Courage doesn't need applause. It only needs recognition. Recognition that your moment has arrived. Recognition that the chaos you witnessed is not a threat, it's a tool. A tool to sharpen your instincts, to heighten your awareness, to claim the space that fear and panic once dominated. And when you claim it, the room shifts. The energy bends to your will. The trembling eyes settle. The world adjusts to your presence. And this is the final lesson. Life will always throw chaos in your path. People will panic. Evidence will be demanded. Words will be twisted. But the truth, your truth, once witnessed, once spoken for, once realized, it's indestructible. The spark of courage, whether yours or borrowed, cannot be erased. It cannot be hidden, and it cannot be ignored. So take it, harness it, rise with it, and know beyond a doubt that you are seen, you are felt, you are powerful, not because you fought the chaos, but because you learned to move within it. So next time it happens, when someone stands up for you, watch closely, feel the energy, analyze the panic, learn the lesson, and then rise. Step into the space carved for you. Claim the calm, command the presence. Let them scramble while you stand unwavering. Because at that moment, you're no longer just a bystander. You're the force. You're the proof. You're the living confirmation that courage, real, relentless, undeniable courage, is contagious, transformative, and yours to wield. And that is how you turn chaos into power. That is how you step from the shadows into the center. That is how the world finally learns to respect the presence it once overlooked. So rise, step forward, own it, and never let anyone or anything make you doubt that the moment someone spoke up for you, they didn't just defend you, they revealed you. And now you're unstoppable. They found out who you are. Yes, right now, somewhere out there, they're staring at their screens, reading your name, piecing together the puzzle that is you. And for the first time, they're nervous. Can you feel it? That subtle shift in the air? That twitch behind the eyelids of people who thought they had you figured out? They thought they could label you, tuck you neatly into their boxes, and move on. But now the rules have changed. Now the quiet ones, the overlooked, the underestimated, well, they're awake. And the world isn't ready. Not for the truth you carry, not for the storm you've been building in silence. Look at them. Really look. Their confidence, once sharp and gleaming, is wobbling. The letters of your name linger in their thoughts, prickling like electricity. They whisper behind closed doors. They glance at each other, unsure, calculating, and it's all because of you. Not some grand act of rebellion, not some performance for the cameras. Just you, living, breathing, existing without apology. Nah, it's funny. The very thing they underestimated, the quiet force, the calm intellect, the patient mind, is now the source of their unease. And that's where you come in, right here, right now. You don't need permission. You don't need to shout. You don't need to conform. You simply need to exist, fully, and watch the cracks appear in their carefully constructed facades. Ah, it's beautiful in a way, isn't it? Watching the masks slip, watching the certainty falter, watching the powerful suddenly unsure. And the best part? They have no idea it's you. Not fully, not yet. But they will. Oh, they will. Think about it. For years, they've underestimated you. They've counted you out. They smiled as if your presence was insignificant. And now, every glance in your direction carries a subtle tension. Every question they ask comes with hesitation. Every plan they make is cautious, careful, tentative. Because they know somewhere deep inside that the person they thought they understood is nothing like they imagined. Irony has a taste, doesn't it? Sweet, sharp, bitter even. And you're at the center of it all. Calm, watching the dominoes fall without lifting a finger. Here's the thing they don't see. Strength isn't always loud. Confidence isn't always obvious. Power isn't always brandished like a weapon. Sometimes it's the quiet ones, the patient ones, the thinkers, the observers, who hold it all. And when that power is finally noticed, finally understood, it shakes everything around it. Foundations crumble, alliances falter, certainties vanish. No. Don't misunderstand me. This isn't about revenge. Not yet. This is about presence, about clarity, about standing as yourself, unapologetically, until the world, everyone in it, starts to feel that tremor. So lean in, listen closely, feel it in your chest, that steady rhythm that says you're ready, you've prepared, you've watched, you've endured. And now, the moment is coming. The moment where the world, or at least those who thought they controlled it, finally notices that they underestimated you, that your patience, your restraint, your silence was never weakness. It was preparation, strategy, precision. The tension, the anticipation. It's intoxicating. And you're the calm eye in the center of it all. Because when they found out who you are, they started to worry. And worry is contagious. It spreads. It seeps into corners they thought were secure. And here's the beauty. They'll never know where it came from. They'll never know the depth of your patience, the width of your vision, the sharpness of your mind. They only know one thing for sure. You exist. And that is enough to make them uneasy. That is enough to remind them that underestimated does not mean defeated. Now listen carefully. This is where most people stumble. Most people, when they see the fear in others, they freeze, they shrink, they apologize for existing. But not you. Not now. Not ever. Because you've seen the cracks. You've felt the hesitation. And you know opportunity doesn't knock twice. It doesn't. They're nervous. They're unsettled. Every glance toward you is measured, every word weighed, and every second they hesitate, you grow. Every second they underestimate, you sharpen. Every moment they question, you strengthen. And here's the delicious truth. It's invisible to them. They can't touch it, can't stop it, can't control it. It's in you. It's always been in you, and now it's rising. So what do? You do nothing. At first, you watch, you observe, you let them unravel while you remain steady. They panic, they overthink, they make mistakes. You don't. Calm is your weapon. Focus is your ally. Presence is your power. No. Don't rush it. Let the tension build. Let them feel the weight of your existence. Because the strongest moves are made while others are distracted by fear. And then action. Not chaotic. Not reckless. Precise. Intentional. Every step you take, every choice you make is a declaration. You are here and you are in control of yourself, always. They try to corner you. They try to predict you, but they can't. Because you've mastered the art they never even knew existed. Self-possession. Let that sink in. Self-possession. Knowing who you are, even when the world tries to paint you differently. That is your edge. That is the point where they begin to crumble. Remember this. Fear is contagious, but so is confidence. So is the purpose. So is the calm that comes from knowing your own mind. They feel nervous because deep down, they sense what you know. Someone who knows themselves cannot be shaken. Someone who is measured, who is watched, who is prepared, is untouchable. Not by force, not by manipulation, not by intimidation. Nah. It's subtle. It's silent. It's unstoppable in its own quiet way. So move. Speak. Decide. And when you do it with intention. Every action, every choice, every word is amplified because they are watching. Every move is a ripple that spreads uncertainty across their carefully curated facades. The irony. They tried to contain you, and now, simply existing, you disrupt everything. Simply being shifts the balance of power. And here's the final truth. They will never understand you. They will never see the method behind your patience, the strategy behind your silence, the depth behind your calm. But it doesn't matter, because you know. You've always known. You've always understood that your strength is yours alone, and when the world finally notices, it will be too late. Too late to contain, too late to reverse, too late to pretend they were ever in control. So stand. Stand tall. Stand silent. Stand unwavering. Let them feel the weight of what they've discovered. And let that nervousness, every glance, every twitch, every whispered word remind you of one thing. You are seen, you are understood, and you are rising. Not because they allowed it, not because they recognized it, but because you finally embraced it. Now, it's time. Time to stop watching from the shadows. Time to stop letting them hesitate on your account. Time to step into the light they've feared, the presence they never expected, the force they never accounted for. Feel that? That's the shift. That's the moment where nervous glances turn into panic, where hesitation turns into calculation, where the balance tips, and it tips in your favor. Always in your favor. They thought knowing you would give them control. They thought recognition meant leverage. How naive. Because recognition without understanding is chaos. And you thrive in chaos. You've built a fortress inside your mind, an empire of patience, observation, and silent strategy. Every misstep they make feeds it. Every whisper they share strengthens it, and every second they spend doubting fuels it. They are fire. You are the storm. Do not falter. Do not apologize for your presence. Do not question your worth. Now is the time to move with intent, with precision, with the quiet violence of inevitability. Every step forward is a statement. I am here, I exist, and you are powerless to stop me. Their nervousness, it's no longer just a reaction, it's your tool. It's a mirror reflecting the truth they refuse to face. Underestimated, overlooked, dismissed, you are the one who holds the power now. And it's intoxicating, isn't it? Watching them scramble, attempting to regain footing. The irony, the delicious twist. They assumed they were in control. They assumed stability. They assumed superiority. And you simply existed, quietly, steadily, preparing for this exact moment. Their fear is the sound of your patience materializing. Their doubt is the proof of your rise. Their trembling is the rhythm to which you march forward. So take it. Own it. Let the nervousness you've inspired become the canvas for your triumph. Every glance of uncertainty, every whispered suspicion, every failed attempt to predict your move is a victory. Not over them, not through force, but through something far more powerful. Presence, awareness, mastery of yourself. Mastery. That's the crown you wear, invisible yet undeniable, in a world that thought it could label you, contain you, control you. And here's the final, brutal truth. They will never catch up. They will never fully understand. They will forever chase shadows while you define reality. They're nervous because they glimpsed the truth too late. Because you existed beyond their comprehension. Because the person they underestimated is now the measure of all things. And you're just getting started. So rise, stand tall, move deliberately, speak quietly, act decisively, and exist unapologetically. Let them feel every heartbeat of your calm, every whisper of your patience, every shadow of your intellect. Because when they found out who you are, it wasn't just a revelation, it was a revolution. Yes, they found out who you are, and now they're nervous. But you're unstoppable. Not by noise, not by chaos, not by fear. You are unstoppable because you've mastered yourself. And mastery always wins. But wait, there's more. Because knowing they're nervous, that alone isn't enough. It's not enough to simply exist while they tremble. You have to lean into it. You have to let the weight of your presence sink into every corner they thought was safe. Every step you take, every glance you allow, every word you whisper or withhold, it's a hammer striking at the walls they built to contain you. And the sound of cracking is intoxicating. They will try to predict you. They will try to control the chaos that surrounds you. Let them. Let them scramble. Let them overthink. Let them calculate. Because every frantic attempt, every misstep born of fear, every moment of hesitation, they are all gifts. Gifts you unwrap silently, savoring the power you've always held. The irony, it's almost too sweet. They assumed they could manipulate the world. They assumed the world could manipulate you. The joke is on them. Now is when you act. Not recklessly, not violently, not loud, but decisively. Every choice, every move, every decision is a message. I am here. I exist. And your nervousness, it has no antidote. It cannot be solved. It cannot be tamed. It cannot be escaped. They may try to hide it behind calm faces, behind forced smiles, behind clever words, but it's there, and you see it, and you thrive on it. Because here's the truth, they'll never accept. Influence isn't about domination. Influence isn't about intimidation. Influence is presence. Influence is mastery. Influence is quiet, relentless and undeniable. And you've had it all along. Every observation, every patient moment, every time you held your tongue instead of reacting, it was preparation. Every moment they doubted you, it was a rehearsal. And now, the stage is yours. All yours. So take it further. Push boundaries. Let them feel the tension in every interaction. Let them question, hesitate, second guess, and stumble. Because the more they falter, the stronger you become. The more they underestimate, the sharper your edge. And the more they fear, the more you know. That's power. That's control. That's the quiet storm that grows when the world fails to recognize you. Yes, they found out who you are, and now they're nervous. But here's the punchline, the final, exquisite twist. You're not nervous. You're steady. You're composed. You're calculating. You're in motion while they scramble. You're the eye of the storm, and every heartbeat, every breath, every deliberate action is a reminder. A reminder that underestimated does not mean defeated. That patience is stronger than panic. That presence is stronger than doubt. And that mastery always prevails. So rise, fully. Step into the moment they feared. Speak with the quiet authority of one who knows their own worth. Move with the precision of one who has measured every consequence. Watch as their nervousness becomes your symphony, your proof, your victory. And remember, the moment they found out who you are was only the beginning. The real story, your story, is just getting started.